It's okay to want a nice car. You want a nice house, you want a beautiful wife. It's okay to have selfish goals, but you can only accomplish those goals by serving others. And that changed everything for me, because I was very selfish. I had selfish goals, but people could feel that. All right, wasn't that a fire training? Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'm really excited to be here. Before I start my training, I just want to say thank you to Jillian, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. So thank you for introducing me to this amazing opportunity. And for the people that don't know me, I'm going to share a little bit about my story. This is our motto in our team. Our dreams are bigger than our problems. We're going to talk about this today. My name is Gio. I was born and raised in Italy, as you can tell. And I moved to California in 2012. And I wanted to be a soccer player in Italy. That's all I did my whole life. I trained for soccer. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to get a job. I just wanted to be a professional soccer player. Train every day. Almost made it. I was going to go play professional. Then I got injured. Didn't happen. And I was really sad. And I had some of the darkest years of my life. I almost gave up on my life. I stopped going to school. I stopped doing anything. And then in 2012, I decided to move to the United States. I wanted just to be away from everything, because all I could think was like soccer in Italy. And that's all people talk about. So I had to move away, and I came here in the United States with nothing. I didn't have any money in my bank account. I didn't know anybody. I barely spoke English. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have a resume, because I never worked in my life. I only played soccer. I didn't have a degree, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I slept on my friend's couch for almost a year. I started applying. I made actually a fake resume to get a job. I tell them I work in the best Italian restaurant. I even called the restaurant in Italy, hey, back me up if they call you. And they did, actually. They actually did. I called all the 5-star restaurant. They actually did. They backed me up. Yeah, Gio, we know you, whatever. The problem was when I walked into the restaurant, I couldn't carry a plate, because I never worked in the restaurant. So they're like, dude, get out of here. You never work in the restaurant. We can tell right away, right? So I was looking for jobs, and I finally find an Italian guy that literally wanted to help him. Like, dude, I want to help you, but you got to do something for me. What are your skills besides playing soccer, And I started working for him. He was opening a new restaurant. I started literally like cleaning the floor, doing deliveries, cleaning the windows, doing anything to get some money. And then eventually I became a busboy in the restaurant. Like a few months later, one of the busboy quit, said, hey, do you want to try? I did that. And then eventually I became a server in this restaurant for a few years, and I started coaching soccer, which I also love. I was supposed to be in the picture there, but I don't know why I didn't show. But anyway, yeah, and I started coaching soccer, and I did this for like about 3.5 years, 2 jobs. I was working at the restaurant pretty much every day, double shift. I was coaching the kids, and for 3 years I was working, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna make money in the United States. You can make a lot of money, right? But instead of making money, I was accumulating debt after that, right? Because living in Orange County is not cheap, and the salary as a coach and as a server is not that good. So for 3 years I couldn't go see my family for Christmas, because I didn't have money to pay for the flight. And I remember I spent 3 Christmas by myself, because I didn't have a lot of friends in the house, and it was like sitting there, and I didn't know what to do. I was feeling homesick, and I didn't know what to do. I got to a point where I don't want to go back, because I ran away from the life. I don't want to go back, right? And then I almost thought about going back, because I had no more money. I had $30,000 in debt in only 3 years living in California, and I couldn't see my family for 3 years. And that's where God brought Jill into my life, and I walked into a room. I saw a presentation. Colton was doing the demo, and I just went all in. I bought them. I actually didn't have the money, so I went to the bank for 7 days in a row to get a loan for the machine. And they told me no every single day, and I literally chased the manager. I'm like, I need this money, and they gave me a loan with 30% interest to get the SD501 back in 2015. And that's how I started my career in Enagic, and it's completely changed my life. The first thing that happened is my mom tried the water, and it completely changed her life. So I'm really grateful for this product, because it changes life, right? Raise your hand if this product changed your life, right? Look at that. Amazing. So that's when I really got excited about this, because I was really skeptical about the water at first, but I got really excited because my mom was struggling a lot with her health, and this water like transformed her life. I know we're gonna make any claims, but it helped my mom a lot. And when I saw that, I'm like, we have a product here that can really make a difference in the world. I just started becoming like really passionate about this. I started sharing the word. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not the most coachable guy the first year. I wanted to do everything on my own. That's why my first year I only made 3 sales. My mom, another friend, and my brother's girlfriend. That's only 3 sales, and I got over over 1,000 no's. So I'm gonna share with you today what you guys need to become successful, because if I did it here, like there's no one here that cannot do it. I promise you, because I have all the excuses not to do it, right? So that's kind of my story. I didn't have following on social media, I never did sales. Within 2 years working with Enagic, I was able to pay off my debt. I travel all over the world. We went to Italy 8 times in 22 months, and we built the #1 team in the country. When I went to Italy in 2016, they were averaging 3 to 5 sales a month in the whole country. And they were like, we don't know if we can keep doing this, you know? Now we're like, last month I did over 1,000 sales in Italy. So we built everything from scratch. We didn't have training, we didn't have rooms, we didn't have webinars, nobody successful to show. And a lot of people told me that this was the reason why I couldn't succeed. And for me, those were the reason why I was gonna succeed, because there was no one else doing it. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna take care of everything. We did the videos, we did the training, the webinar, everything. And now we have like the #1 team in the country, which is amazing. Every time I look at it, it's incredible. And Arturo is a big part of it, obviously. Arturo was the first one that saw my vision when I had nothing. He just believed in my vision. And that's all you need. If you know exactly where you're going, people will follow you. That's all I had when I started this business. I had nothing, but I knew where I was going. And that's really all you need. So here's some of the things that you need to be successful, right? Positive mindset. You got, and the mind is like your body, right? You can feed your mind with positive or negative information, like you can feed your body with good food or bad food, or good water or bad water. Same exact thing. So you want to drink good water, right?
Yeah.
You want to eat good food, right?
Yeah.
You want to feed your mind with positive information, because it's the same thing. You feed your mind with positive information, you think positive. You watch the news, you're going to think negative.
Right.
100%. So I haven't watched the news in over 10 years, and I promise if there's something happened, I know about it.
Good.
Right? I literally haven't watched one single news in over 10 years. Don't read the newspaper, I don't care what's going on. And guess what? Sometimes when something happened, I know it before people that watch the news, because that's all over the place, right? So you don't need to watch the news, right?
Love it.
The second one is you need to become unshakable. That one was a big one for me, because when I first started this business, I didn't have any money. I was nobody. I didn't have sales experience, no following on social media. When I talk to people about the business, they laugh at me. They made fun of me. Like all my friends made fun of me in Italy. They still do, some of them. It's crazy, right? They still do. And you have to become unshakable, because if you let other people affect you, you know what other people think, if you let that affect you, you're not gonna go anywhere. Because I know it hurts when you talk to all your friends and your family, you're really excited. I'm gonna tell everybody, and everybody told me no. I got over 1,000 no my first year. Every single person told me it's a scam. Stay away from me. Even people start messaging other people. Hey, I saw you were going to the meeting. Don't go. It's a scam. Like it was literally hard. My own family, like some people in my family didn't talk to me anymore because I was talking about the water. I was like, it was really hard. So this is something that you need to develop, especially at the beginning. And how do you become unshakable? At the beginning, you have to pretend you're unshakable, even if inside it hurts. Because I know it hurts. Every no that you get at the beginning is like a punch in the face, right? But then you have to get, you have to pretend like you're unshakable at the beginning until you actually become unshakable. And then whatever people tell me right now, I laugh at them, right? Because I don't care anymore. But you need to become unshakable, because at the beginning it's gonna be hard. Not for everybody, but if you're an average guy like me, didn't have nothing, it's gonna be hard and challenging at the beginning. I remember someone told me at the beginning, when you start network marketing, you either get punished for who you were before, or you get rewarded. And before, I was a selfish guy. I never helped anybody, and then I got punished for that. So it depends on who you were before. You can either get punished or, sometimes you see people, they start and they have success right away. Why? Like Arturo, like he was a good man. He always helped people. He has a good heart, so people believe him and trust him. For me, I had to change a lot of things before that happened. I was not a giver before. I didn't know about giving. I was a very selfish person, so I had to change a lot of things. The next one, you need to be prepared for failure. A lot of people, they're afraid of failure, but you need to fall in love with failure, because you cannot succeed unless you do mistakes.
Yep.
A lot of people want to be ready to do the presentation, and they never end up doing it because they never feel they're ready. I did the worst presentation in my life when I started. Like I literally did one presentation, and I'm not kidding. I forgot the pH drops. The tomatoes didn't clean. The oil didn't come. The ORP was not working, and the pH, I didn't have the pH drops. I did it anyway. I did 0 sales. I had 35 people, all the parents of the kids that I was coaching. I pumped them up, and nobody bothered. Like, okay, this is crazy, right? But I did it. But I wasn't ready. I did it. I just needed to do it. And that was the best demo I've ever done. Without that demo, I wouldn't be a good presenter today. If you're not good at doing the demo, I want everybody to go out and do the worst demo ever in your life and be smiling about it. Because that's how you're going to start becoming successful. You need to learn, fall in love with that. It's like doing things when you're not ready. Because you're never going to be ready. Like now I learned that, and I fall in love with everything I'm not ready for, I just do it. and then I become ready as I do it. So I don't know why I went back. And never quit attitude. This one is very important. Obviously, a lot of people, they can't focus on one thing. You know, they start something and then another thing, and then they never give the full attention to anything. That's why they never succeed. They're always restarting something. Once you pick something that you know it's gonna get you what you want in life, you just gotta go all in with that one, and you can't quit. Well, how long you should try for? Until you make it happen. There's not a time. It could be 10 years, could be 15 years, could be 3 years. I don't know. But when I said this, I'm like, I'm gonna do Enagic until I make it happen. If it takes me 10 years, it takes me 10 years. I was broke my whole life. Another 10 years broke, so I can do that. If I know that after 10 years, I'm gonna be successful, right? So just know that once you focus everything on one thing and you don't have a plan B, everything's gonna change for you, because you make it happen. You're gonna make it happen because you don't have a plan B. Another one, go for no, right? You gotta get excited when you get the answer no, right? How many people, you know, they do the presentation, then they get a no, and they're like, oh, right, oh, I thought they were gonna buy, right? It happened to you. I learned this from this book, Go for No, for network marketing. I learned how to fall in love when they tell me no. And I literally, one time, one guy, like, he told me no, and I shook his hand. I'm like, thank you so much, I just made $200. He's like, I'm not buying anything. I'm like, thank you so much, I just made $200. Thank you, and I left. I'm gonna explain that in the training why. I'm gonna show you that. Be a product of the product, right? We're selling a health product, right? You gotta be healthy. I spend all my money on health. I take care of my health every single day. You know, I have a sauna in my house. I work out every day. I try to eat as clean as I can. I shower with an Nespa. I've been taking the Ukon for 7 years straight. I never miss a day. For 7 years, I never miss one day of the Ukon. Never, never, never. Right? You gotta be a product of the product, right? A lot of people don't even drink enough water, and they want to sell a $5,000 machine. They're not even taking the Ukon or showering with the Nespa, right? So for me, that's really important. I got all the 3 products at the beginning. When I was a 2A, I couldn't afford it. I already did the loan for the machine. First credit card they approved me, I maxed it out with the Ukon and the Nespa. And then you need a strong vision and big dreams. We all know that. You need a very strong vision. It's the most important thing. You need to know exactly where you're going. Arturo was talking about this. A lot of people, they don't know where they're going. When you ask them, hey, where exactly are you going? They're like, well, I just want to be successful. That's not a destination. I just want to make money. That's not the destination. You need to know exactly where you're going. When we tell you, hey, we want to celebrate on a tropical island with 2 glasses of champagne, watching the sunset on a boat, that's very detailed. And guess what? It happened exactly how we dream it. Because we know where we're going. We know exactly where we're going, how it's going to feel, how it's going to look. We wrote it down and we look at it every day. And if you don't have that, you're gonna get lost. It's like getting in the car and be like, hey, where are we going? I don't know, just start driving. You're never gonna get anywhere. You can drive for the rest of your life. You're never gonna get anywhere. But when you put the GPS, you know exactly where you're going. You know, eventually you're gonna get there. You're gonna have some bumps in the road, but eventually you're gonna get there, right? And then personal development, that was a big one for me. I never read a book before Enagic. I never wore a suit before Enagic, and I was allergic to like reading. I was allergic to reading at school. At school, when my mom gave me the money to, she bought me the books. I sold the books and I buy stuff that I'm not gonna tell you what. But you know, I never had books at school. Personal development is important. Let's talk about each one of them. So the first one is unshakable belief, right? You will get a lot of rejection, a lot of negativity at the beginning, and you need to be prepared. And also, if you're doing the business, you need to prepare people for that if you want them to stay long. Because you see, Arturo had a lot of challenge in the first year, right? He did meeting, nobody showed up, but he kept going. You know why? Because I prepared Arturo for how the business was gonna be. That's how I painted it for him. Hey, it's gonna be like that. Nobody's gonna show up, people are gonna make fun of you, people are gonna laugh at you, nobody's gonna join you, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna make it happen. What if you have success right away? Good, but you need to prepare people for how the business is gonna be. A lot of people, they overhype the opportunity. Hey, all you have to do is buy the machine, give away the water, you'll make $10,000. That's not true. Most people are gonna have my experience, Arturo's experience. Colton made 1 sale in his first year. Colton, one of the top guys in the world. So most people are gonna have that story. And if you don't prepare people for that, you're not gonna have, and people are gonna quit on you. Because they think it's easy, and the first 5 no they get, they're gonna walk away. The first demo they do, nobody buy, they're gonna walk away. With me, I have almost 25 6A right now, and every single one, their first year was the worst. They didn't have any success, almost everybody. But I prepared them for it, and now they're like all 6As, right? Most of your family and friends won't support you. That's like, you know, most of your family and friends will not buy the machine. That's how it is. I don't know why, but it's like that. We know. My family thought I was crazy. You know, my dad kept drinking bottled water when my mom bought the machine, because he thought she bought the machine just to support me, and he kept drinking bottled water. You know, like my brother told me he was never gonna buy. You know, my family told me they were never gonna buy. Today they all own a machine, but after 7 years we're the last one to buy, because it's undeniable now, and it's gonna happen for you. And a lot of people, they'll try to talk you out of it when you start. Hey, don't do it. You see, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna make any money. Hey, don't worry. I know I'm not gonna make any money now, but 3 years from now, I'm prepared for it. I know exactly how the business is gonna be. At least here, I can achieve my dreams. If I go back in the restaurant, for sure, I don't achieve my dreams. If I coach, for sure, I don't achieve my dreams. At least here, I have the opportunity, and at least I can fall in love with the journey of achieving my dream, right? Trust the process and be comfortable being uncomfortable, because it's the only way to succeed. If it was comfortable and easy, everybody would do it. And there's nothing good in life that is not uncomfortable. Nothing. Nothing. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better and stronger. And you're gonna get stronger. You want problems, you want challenge, you want failure, you wanna grow, right? You wanna grow. Trust the process. This was my favorite quote. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start if you wanna become great. A lot of people want to be perfect before they start. Hey, until I want to know how to do the demo, like Arturo was saying, I want to know how to present, I want to know how to close, I want to know how to do social media. Just do it. You will become great if you start. But you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start. Then you want to become great. That's one of my favorite quotes. And the key is to always take action when you're not ready. So if right now, every single one of you here in this room, there's something that you're not ready for. Like, hey, I'm not ready to do a speech like Gio. Do it tomorrow. I'm not ready to go live on social media. Just go live on social media. Mess it up. Do it messy. Let people laugh at you, because they're not going to laugh a year from now. You're going to laugh at them. Like, hey, remember when you make fun of me on my live? Look at my car right now. Look at my house, you know? Are you still working at that job? How's that going for you, right? No, don't do that. But I never even respond to those people, because your success will speak louder than any word. You don't have to say anything. People look at you and like, okay, I was wrong. You don't even have to say nothing. So be a visionary, right? We talk about this. You need to have a crystal clear vision if you want to attract people in your business, because people will buy into your vision. People will buy with you if you have a vision. People will buy into your vision, and a lot of people don't have this vision. They don't know where they're going. So for me, that's what I did when I went to Italy. I remember Arturo was the first one who believed in my vision. The first 2 people that we signed up in Italy, I told Arturo, let's talk to your best contact right now. We went to his first 2 sales. They're both 6A2 right now. His first 2 sales, and you want to know how we went there? I didn't have pH drops. I didn't have the water. I didn't have the machine in Italy. I only had a folder. I printed the slides of the PowerPoint in English, because there was nothing in Italian. And I sat down in the store with Arturo, sitting down in a room like this, trying to explain. I only had one thing, my vision.
Come on.
And people sign up because I'm like, wow, this guy's going somewhere. Say, we don't have the training right now. We're going to do the training. We're going to do the video. Don't worry about it. We're going to make everything happen. Don't even worry how we're going to do it. But if you do it today, you're going to be one of the #1 distributors, because we're going to become the #1 distributor in Italy. And those 3 people, Arturo and those 3 people, are my 3 top distributors in my team that joined without trying the water, without looking at the video, without watching any material. They're all my top distributors, right? And that's what you need, guys. That's what you need. The vision. The vision. A lot of people, they think that to like do all those things to like, you know, if you have a strong vision and you know where you're going, people sign up with you because they can feel it. They know they jump in the car with you, your destination is set up and they're safe, they're gonna get there. Because you're going there with or without them. You wanna make people feel, this is my vision, this is where I'm going, and if you come with me, we'll go there. If you don't, I'll go there anyway, and I'll wave at you from the top. Hey, I'm here at the top, remember I told you I was going at the top? Get excited when they tell you no. This is gonna change your life, I'm telling you guys. This is gonna change your life. I learned this from a lot of books that I read, right? In this business, if 3 out of 10 people say yes, 3 out of 10 people say yes, you're gonna make a lot of money in Enagic, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
But are you gonna get more no or more yeses if 3 out of 10 say more no's, right? Even if 3 out of 10 join, which is gonna be incredible, which means you talk to 10 people and 3 sign up, that's pretty good. I can talk to 10 people in the next 2 hours if I want to and make 3 sales, right? That's top of the line, like closing ratio, 3 out of 10. Still, you gotta get 7 no's. So if you don't accept the no and you don't get excited, you're not gonna make it in this business, because I don't care how good you are, you're gonna get 80% no's, 70% no's if you're like a master closer. When I first started, my ratio was 1 out of 1,000. That's the way it is, and it depends where you are. I don't know where you are right now, but when I first started, it was 1 out of 1,000. I had no credibility. I was bad habits, you know, no money, nothing, bad car, everything. So my closing ratio eventually will get better. So how do you get excited? You calculate how much money you earn every no. So let's say, I'm gonna make it simple. Let's say you're at 1.8. You make 340 for one sale. Let's say 1 out of 10. Say yes. So you divided 340 by 10. That's $34 per no. Every time someone told you no, you got $34, right? How many no you wanna get? As fast as you can. That's why when I was a 6A, I got a guy and I'm like, hey, I just make $200. No, I don't buy anything. Thank you so much. I just made $200, and I walk away with a smile because I know I was closer to a yes, and every no I was getting paid $200. So if you think that you're gonna get excited, hey, how many no's I can get today? I wanna get 10 no's today. I wanna tell 10 people about the machine, and they're gonna tell me it's a scam. I don't want it. It's too expensive. Like, yes, I got 10 no's today. I'm gonna get a yes tomorrow for sure. Or maybe today, maybe I can turn that no in a yes. We'll see. So that's how you get excited. And if you're a 6A, you probably make about $200 each no. I learned this in a book called Go for No. Personal development. This one is big. This one is big for me. As I told you, I never read a book. I learned this: the money that you make is a byproduct of the value that you bring to the world. So if you want to make a lot of money, you got to give a lot of value. And I learned this from John Maxwell: you can't give what you don't have. So you want your team to grow, you want your team to be leaders. Guess who's the first one who's gonna become a leader? You need to grow. You need to do personal development every single day, because you can't give them what you don't have. And I made this like a habit of myself. Every day I'm learning something new, and I teach it to my team. And when you're teaching to your team, you are the one learning, because you can only say you know something when you teach to others. So for me, if I read a book, I apply the knowledge, then I teach to my team. You learn, you apply, then you teach. Every single thing that you do, like you're here today, you learn something, apply something that you learned today, right away, today. You leave this meeting, you apply something, you get 10 no's, you do it, and then you call your team and say, hey, I got really excited, I got 10 no's today, let's do it. And you show them how you do it, right? And that's how you grow your team. Imagine if you do that every day, you learn one new thing, you apply, and then you teach it to your team. A year from now, you're gonna be way more far than where you are today. And that's one of my keys. Like my team in Italy, I learn everything in English, translate, and do the same thing in Italy. Same thing, I read the book, I share with them. I go to a seminar, I apply, and then I share with them. Don't forget to apply. Don't forget to apply. You can't tell people to do something that you haven't done yourself. You don't read the book and say, hey, you should do that. Well, are you doing it? Right? You can't do that. You read the book, say, hey, I read this book, I did it, it worked for me, here's how you do it. Every single thing. Learn, apply, teach. Remember this, learn, apply, teach. Always keep learning. That's my secret. The power of big dreams. I learned this from Eric Worre. You can tell the size of a man by the size of a problem that gets him down. I write that down, right? That's why I say our dreams are bigger than our problems, because it's important to dream big, because you're gonna have a lot of problems in this business, a lot. And actually, the more you advance, the bigger the problems are. But the bigger your dreams are, the smaller the problem becomes. So if you have big dreams, it doesn't matter how big is the problem. Your dreams are bigger, and you're always gonna move forward, because your dream is so much bigger than a little problem. But if you think small, the first problem you stop working, because oh my God, that person quit. One of my person quit in the business. A lot of people quit in our business. You know, they were working and they quit. My dreams are bigger than that small problem. So when you have big dreams, then you're gonna go really, really, really far. That's why I say and then you need to become a problem solver. Don't give all your problems to your upline. I remember Colton was doing this really good with me. When I would go with him with a problem and say, hey, what have you done to solve it first, before you bring it to me? So try always to solve your own problems before you give it to someone else. Because if you give it to someone else, that person's gonna make all the money, because he's solving the bigger problems. And you need to learn how to solve your own problems. Like I had to become in my team a psychologist. I had to fix relationship between people. I'm not even kidding you. I had to be on the phone for hours to fix friendship, relationship, breakups, and things like that. I'm not kidding. In Italy, there's like a lot of drama. Like I wake up every morning, it's like a telenovela. Like I wake up every morning, I have like 50 audio messages, 7.5 minutes each. I'm like, oh my God. And I listen to all of them. I listen to everybody, and I try to be there for everybody and listen and try to help them. Hey, you want more money, it's gonna come more problems. So if you don't learn how to solve problems, you're not gonna make a lot of money in this business for sure. We're almost done here. Never quit attitude, very, very important. no plan B, and make Enagic your priority. What do I mean by that? Because I had 2 jobs. How do you make Enagic your priority if you have 2 jobs? Most of your time you're spending on your job, but Enagic can be your priority. It just means that if I work an hour a day on Enagic, that hour is the best hour of my day. I don't care what I'm doing at the restaurant, my whole energy is gonna go to that hour. That's how you make it a priority. It doesn't mean that you quit your job and you do Enagic, because I did this part-time for 3 years. I did it part-time, I had jobs, but Enagic was my main thing. You know how I knew it? The director of my soccer club was like, Gio, you're here, but you're not here. I was always like, I was literally coaching and I was listening with the one earplug or Colton's webinar. It was like this, and I was pretending I was looking at the kids and I was listening to the webinar. My Enagic was my priority. That job was never gonna fulfill my dreams. If they fire me, I find another one, that's okay. But if they fire me from my dreams, that's done. If I get fired from that, that's done, right? Once you quit on your dreams, you're done. You're gonna work for someone else's dream. And that one, I didn't wanna do it. So the restaurant was not gonna fulfill all my dreams. So why I was starting arriving a little bit late, leave early, even if I was like, I was always the first. Who wants to leave first? Me. I want to go home. I need to work on my business. And I was not making money at that time, but Enagic was my priority. And that's how you make the Enagic your priority. If you do that, you're going to make it in Enagic. If Enagic is your priority, because a lot of people say, that, oh yeah, I work at a 9 to 5, I do this, and then I also do Enagic. So when I was working 8 hours a day on my jobs, and people ask me, what do? I'm an Enagic distributor, and then temporarily I'm paying my bills with the restaurant, but I'm gonna quit within a year. I'm gonna drop my apron on the ground and I'm gonna walk away from that restaurant. I can't wait for that day. And I did actually. I actually did. I left the restaurant without my shirt. You guys know this, like one day I became unemployable. I took off my shirt, dropped it on the ground, and I walk home shirtless. And I'm like, from today, nobody can hire Gio anymore. And it was 2016. I only had 3 sales in my organization when I left the restaurant. Don't do that. Don't do that, because the following months I have no money to pay for my food, to put for gas in my car. It was a very, very, very challenging time. So don't quit your job too early. I did that mistake, but I was just tired of listening to someone else telling me when I can go to the bathroom and all that stuff. And I almost got fired from my job because I went to my first Enagic convention in Las Vegas in 2016, and it was in the weekend. I asked for the day off and said, can I take the weekend off? Absolutely not. We have a lot of parties. And I'm like, okay. I took it anyway. So I went to Las Vegas. I had no money to go to Las Vegas. I remember I didn't know anybody in Enagic back then. So I reached out to people on Facebook. I found this guy, Andrew Miraflor. He was going to the convention. I said, hey, you guys going to the convention? Do you mind if I run with you? I was like, who's this guy? Well, sure, come with us. And I literally went with them, carpool with them. I didn't have money for the hotel. I slept in their room, like in the ground or something on the couch. I don't remember. I didn't know anybody in Enagic. I was super shy, sitting in the back. But and then when I came back, they almost fired me. They told me, look, you're out of the schedule for 2 weeks because you took the day off, and I told you not to take the day off. But that convention changed my life. I saw Enagic, I saw the vision, and it was the best thing. It was the best thing. I was just tired for people like to tell me what to do every single day. So, and remember, I either make my dreams come true or I die trying. That's my mentality. Right? There's no plan B. I either make my dreams come true or I die trying to make my dreams come true. Right? You either see me at the top or dead on the side, but I'm not coming back. That's the mindset. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back to that life. I'd rather try my whole life to achieve my dreams than settle for an average life. And Enagic is the best vehicle for you to do that. This is the best company for you to do that. And that's the mindset. So I have, I think a couple more slides and then we're done. Put people first. This one was huge for me because when I first started my business, I only made 3 sales, right? Because all I could think was, I need to make a sale. I need to make a sale. I need to make money. I need to go on vacation. I need to buy this. I need to buy the Mercedes. I need to buy this. And it's okay for you to have selfish goals. It's okay. Don't feel bad. If you want a nice car, it's okay to want a nice car. You want a nice house, you want a beautiful wife, it's okay to have selfish goals, but you can only accomplish those goals by serving others. And that changed everything for me because I was very selfish. I had selfish goals, but people could feel that all I wanted was like me, my commission, my sale, this, right? So once you have that switch and you put people first, how can I help these people achieve their dreams? That day that I was on that boat with Arturo, every time I talk about it, I have goosebumps. And that day was way better than any dream that I accomplished for myself. When you help someone else achieve their dreams, it's the best feeling in the world, way better than accomplish your own dreams. And now I fell in love with that, and when I meet people, I'm like, what is your dream? Let's write it down. Let's put a date on it. How we can accomplish it? I write it on my whiteboard, and we work every day towards that dream. And I make their goals my goals. Every person on my team that I'm working on, I have their goals written down. And their goals are my goals. I have it on the whiteboard. Every time I talk to someone, I write their goals and I look at it every day. And now I think, how can I help them achieve their goals, right? And that changes everything for you, because automatically you will get what you want if you focus on that. It's crazy, right? You focus on helping others and all of a sudden you get what you want, because all you're focusing on is serving. How can I help other people? What's in it for them? Listen more than you talk. Remember my first call with Arturo? What did I do first? I listened the whole time, right? I listened the whole time, then I talk, right? A lot of salespeople, they talk, they don't listen. The water is amazing, antioxidant, alkaline, this, cleans the tomatoes, and all that stuff, right? They don't listen. They don't listen. Sales is about listening. If you want to help someone achieve their goal, how can you do that if you're not listening, right? So listen more, for sure. The goal is not to sell. The goal is to educate people in a way that they have enough information to make a decision. Guys, once you lay down all the information, they can make a decision. You don't have to sell them, right? That will make people that are successful, they're gonna make the decision right away. And I know Colton shared this, but I wanted to share this too, because that's been the key to our success, and we're gonna close it with this. Track everything that you do in this business. You can only improve what you track, right? If you wanna lose weight, and you're not tracking your food intake, are you gonna lose weight? No, because you need to measure the food, right? If you wanna save money, are you gonna save money if you don't track your expenses? You're not gonna save money because you don't know where you're spending. And if you wanna improve your business, are you gonna improve your business if you're not tracking what you're doing? How many people you're talking to? How many presentations you're doing? How many people are trying the water? How many videos did I send today? And Colton taught this to us, and it's been a game changer. I used to be old school. I write these on paper. I had a folder with like thousands of pages with all my prospects, and I write it down. And then Thomas made me upgrade to Streak, which is a CRM, an app that you can track all those things, or you can do a Google Sheet or whatever. It's easier for you, but make sure you track, because I've been tracking this for the last 7 years. Every single sale that I've done, I track how much water they drink, how many videos they saw, how many three-way calls, how much water they give to their network, how many live events did they come to, do I have their social media. I track everything. This is very accurate. It takes 9 to 12 exposures before they buy. In 7 years, like 80% of the sales happen between 9 and 12 exposures. So if you're only giving away the water, sharing the video, and buying to a meeting, and you think your job is done, you're gonna lose 90% of your sales. 90% of your sales, because 90% of the sales are made after you share the water again. Then you give another video, then they do a three-way call, then they come to another event, then they come to a live event, then you give more water, then they watch another video, then they do another call, and then they buy. That's average a sale, how it goes. So once you know it, you're not worried. When you give water and you give a video and they're not gonna buy and they tell you it's expensive, you exactly expect that, because you know they're not gonna buy right away, most people. How many people do the presentation like, oh, how much it is? 5,000? Here's my credit card. Here, I don't want to know nothing, right? Never happen like that. Never. So it always like that, 9 to 12. So yeah, it takes 9 to 12 before they buy. I think that's pretty much done with my slides. The last thing I wanted to say, I just want to say thank you to my future wife, because Bree, come here. I just want to say thank you to my future wife, because she made me a better man. She changed my life, and I get to marry my future wife in 2024, and I asked her to marry me in Rome with the view of in our favorite hotel. So I just want to say, baby, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. And by the way, how many sales do you have today?
62.
62. How old are you?
24.
Did you hear that? 62 sales. She's 24 years old, so she's on her way to 6A. Thank you so much, baby. I love you. All right, so my presentation is done, I think. Is it? Yes. So thank you guys so much for having me here. I hope you guys got some value out of this training. I love you guys. Thank you.